If you made it to this page and to this video, that means that your soul is ready to unlock another layer to this reality. And in order for you to truly grasp what I'm about to share with you, you need to put on your quantum thinking cap on. And also remember this: numbers are not only for math, it's the language of creation. Are you ready? Because we're gonna go deep. So I'm not done decoding what happened between 1977 and 1982, 1983, because what went on during that time frame was so profound at the conscious level, and I want to share with you another layer. And if you're new to my quantum generational theory, go ahead and check out the playlist at the top of my page called Quantum Numerology, where I go down the rabbit hole and get yourself up to date. And if you were born between 1977 and 1983, you have a special role in the cosmic equation. So between 1977 and 1982, humanity was undergoing an internal rewiring, okay? Now, at the 3D level, it looks like ordinary years in history, right? But at the quantum level, a full frequency recalibration of human consciousness happened. The collective nervous system was learning how to hold light, how to stabilize reflection, navigate polarity, construct new grids, surrender to the void, merge duality, and finally embody the crystalline code of 144. Now to recap, remember, 1977 came in with the frequency of 441. That was the first step of the establishment of the 144 Christ New Earth grid. As you can see, 441 is the mirror of 144. And each year carried a different frequency, and at the end of the 6-year cycle, it ended with 144, the mirror of the frequency of the beginning of that 6-year cycle. So during this period was the foundations being laid out for the New Earth grid. So this is why I call 1977 to 1982 the mirror generation. It entered in with 441 frequency, it exited with 144 frequency. So each year acted as a cell in like a greater organism, reprogramming one part of the collective mirror. But by the time we reached 1983, that inner restructuring was complete. The energy that had been rewiring itself in the unseen field was now ready to express itself through the physical world, through art, communication, innovation, embodiment, and that's where 1983 comes into the mix. Now we're about to dive deep, my friends. Now, during that period, there was a creation that was being birthed, very similar to the creation archetype that we see in the book of Genesis. You have to understand that the book of Genesis doesn't just reveal to us the story of the beginning of the world. Yes, at the 3D level, but at the 5D level, it's so much more deeper than that. And those souls born between 1977 to 1983, what I call the Harmonic bridge generation, is the living reenactment of that pattern at the collective level. Let's get into it. All right, so the book of Genesis tells us that the earth was created in 7 days. When you look at it from the 3D level, you would think that it's 24-hour days. But remember, God exists beyond time and space. So when we look at this at the quantum level, we unlock another layer. And day 1 doesn't represent time, it represents a moment in consciousness. And I don't even know if moment is the correct word, but in other words, like day 1 at the quantum level does not represent 24 hours. So when you break down the archetype of creation that we find in the book of Genesis, day 1, the creative act was, let there be light. What does that truly mean at the quantum level? It's the awakening of awareness. Day 2, when they divided the waters, it's polarity awareness. Day 3, the land and vegetation, that's grounding new seeds. And then we have day 4, the lights in heaven, that's the 0-point reset. Day 5, living creatures, it's the creative expansion. Day 6, humankind is formed. That's the mirror template embodied. Ooh, I've got the goosebumps. And then day 7, 1983, is the divine reset. It's the embodiment of harmony. This all here represents the archetype of creation. And you can see this same pattern being unfolded within the years of 1977 and 1983. Y'all, I can go so much more deeper if you want. Let me know if you want a part 2, and I will break it down year by year. If you like this type of stuff, and if you were born prior to 1977 or after 1983, don't worry, I will get to you eventually. You guys played a very important role in the cosmic equation. But if you want to learn more about this and understand consciousness and quantum numerology, check out my ebook. I have a book that breaks it down, the 3 7-year cycles, the 1977 to 1983, the 7-year cycle after that period, and the 7-year cycle before that period. And it explains everything. This book is truly going to open up your eyes, and you're going to be like, OMG, the world truly is mathematical. And this is why I teach the numbers of creation and help you understand the language. Because when you are able to decipher the meaning behind the numbers, you can also apply it with your life, and boom, your mind is gonna be so blown away. That's enough. I think I gave you enough information in this video. Let it sink in. You might have to watch it a couple of times to understand, and let me know what your thoughts are. Sound off in the comments. I love you all, and I will catch you in the next video.